A colleague of mine from Palm Beach, Florida, went to Israel this week for 2 days with a mission to visit recently released hostages and to bring them love. Their last stop before they returned back to America was to Yarden Bibas and his family. I'm sure you all know of Yarden, the loving father of the holy Ariel and Kfir, the youngest hostages, babies, who were savagely murdered by Hamas, and the loving husband of Shiri Bibas. Just last week, their remains were returned to Israel for burial. Upon reaching out to the family, my colleague expressed a desire to dedicate a brand new Torah scroll in loving memory of Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir. Yarden, deeply touched by this generous gesture, responded warmly, "Yes, that would be very meaningful to me." So they went to the hotel where the family is staying, a very close-knit group, just Yarden, his parents, Shiri's sister, and a few very close relatives. In a deeply moving ceremony, Yarden filled in the final 3 letters of the Torah scroll. In the words Kol Yisrael, the last 2 words of the Torah, you have the Kaf for Kfir, an Aleph for Ariel, and a Shin for Shiri. Though I wasn't present, I can vividly imagine the profound emotional experience for Yarden and his family. Yarden then dedicated the new Torah to the synagogue where his 2 sons had their circumcision. During the intimate ceremony, words were shared about Jewish unity, how we are all one large Jewish family who care and are concerned for the welfare of our brothers and sisters wherever they may be, and certainly in our holy land. Among other moving things shared, Yarden told over something so amazing. It's a modern-day story that exemplifies the strength and resilience of the Jewish spirit. Despite almost 2,000 years of adversity, the core of our identity remains unshaken. While held captive, Hamas terrorists tormented Yarden. They would taunt him about his wife and children, sometimes saying they were dead, other times claiming that they were alive. This relentless cruelty was meant to break him. One day they made him an offer. They told him like this: "If you convert to Islam, we will treat you better and give you improved living conditions." Now, imagine yourself in that situation. A father and husband kidnapped, tormented, starved, held in the dark tunnels of the Gaza Strip, offered relief if only he would convert to Islam. But Yarden, a proud and indomitable Jew, replied, "I was born a Jew and I will die a Jew." When I heard this, I was overcome with emotion, struck by the immense inner strength of this remarkable soul. The conversation was over before it started. Yarden said that the terrorists didn't feed him for 2 days after that. But it seems to me like they never even broached the subject again. Friends, this is the essence of the Jewish people. Even in the darkest of tunnels, we know who we are, and we would never trade it for any comfort in the world. Yarden is Kodesh HaKadoshim, the Holy of Holies. This week is an extraordinary Shabbos. We take out from the Holy Ark and read from 3 Torah scrolls. It's Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, and Parshas Shkolim. That's a triple blessing for us. And we must be wise and come to Shul to tap into this special opportunity. First, in the weekly Torah portion of Truma, we read about the materials and blueprints for building the first sanctuary for God, the Mishkan. I believe the Torah spends so much time on the construction of the Mishkan, for this is our lifelong mission, to turn ourselves and our surroundings into holy sanctuaries for Almighty God. Not only did God's holy presence dwell in the Mishkan and in the holy temple in Jerusalem, God's holy presence must dwell in your home as well. Your body must become a temple for God. This mission isn't always easy. Sometimes it comes at great expense, and sometimes Jews have paid the ultimate price with their lives. But no matter the circumstance, we never give up on being Jewish, not even for a moment. Then we read for Rosh Chodesh. We begin the new month of Adar. It's the month of happiness and increased joy. It's the month of Purim, a month of miracles and powerful mazel for the Jewish people. From the 3rd Torah scroll, we read the section in the Torah which discusses the mandatory half-shekel contribution, machzis ha-shekel. Our rabbis emphasize that we give a half-shekel to internalize the idea that we are incomplete without our fellow Jew. We are only a half, and it takes love, care, and concern to connect with another half and become whole. The miles-long lines of fellow Jews escorting the Bibas mother and children to their final resting place in Israel is surely a demonstration of this love, care, and concern. The kindness of the Jews of the Palm Beach synagogue was certainly a demonstration of this as well. Am Yisrael must always be there for one another. Yarden Bibas' children have become an international symbol of the horrors that hatred can inflict. 2 young redheads, Gingies, taken and murdered. I believe Yarden should become an international symbol of what it means to be a brave and proud Jew in 2025, a symbol of love and devotion to his family, his land, and to Almighty God. May we all be inspired by his story and strengthen our Jewish identity by owning and proudly displaying it. I wish you a good Shabbos and a good Chodesh.